As a non-American, one of the things that has always confused me about the NFL is how they determine what teams go in each division. Why are the Miami Dolphins in the AFC East? Why are the Kansas City Chiefs considered a West team? Why do you have the Indianapolis Colts in the AFC South? The Dallas Cowboys being in the NFC East makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. I think one of the things that makes college football so entertaining is like you have bloodbath rivalries with your neighbors, with the schools that exist around your favorite school. That just doesn't exist in certain circumstances in the NFL because of their whack divisions. So this picture was kind of trending a little bit last week about what it could potentially look like if the NFL reimagined and realigned their divisions. Teams that have close proximity but no rivalry put in the same division. I think you could spark something special. You could spark some bitter hatred that would only improve the NFL product. So I went to the modders that be in Madden and said, can you make this a reality? Well, this is what we did. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the new NFC East, North, South, and West, as well as the new AFC East, North, South, and West. What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel. Today, very excited to showcase with you guys a brand new Madden 25 franchise mod where you can realign the divisions. We can create brand new geographical rivalries that don't currently exist in the NFL. I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun here, showcasing just who could now rise to the top of the NFL with these realigned divisions. In the video description below will be the information on how to go download this mod. Cheesy YouTuber stuff, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But make sure you subscribe if you're interested in keeping up with the wild world of Madden 25 franchise mods, as anytime something cool and new drops, I'll be sure to showcase and tell you guys how to download it. 1999. This was before I became a football fan. I would have been 6. These were the divisions. AFC East, Central, and West. NFC East, Central, and West. The Cardinals in the NFC East. Weird seeing the Colts in the East. You have the Jags and Titans in the Central, which is kind of bizarre. The Seattle Seahawks were in the AFC. This looks bizarre, but it still almost makes more sense than some of the organization of today's current divisions. Like, why in the hell are the Dallas Cowboys in the East? Why are the Miami Dolphins in the East? There may be a reason that I could Google. Like, is it a time zone thing? Is it they just had to put them somewhere? But I think what we've been able to do by reimagining these divisions is going to yield for a better product for the NFL they did in real life. I mean, it never made sense to me since I've been an NFL fan that why aren't the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles bitter rivals? Like, it seems like on paper, like, this should be the Eagles-Cowboys rivalry. It should really be the Eagles and Steelers. I mean, everyone hates the Cowboys. I get it. But it's always bizarre. And then imagine just current day, how the Detroit Lions are built versus how the Philadelphia Eagles are built. Like, this was everyone's dream NFC if you want to see the two best teams on paper play at full health. Detroit Lions, Philadelphia. Imagine we got to see that 2 times a year, every year. In the South, we get the Florida teams. Tampa Bay, Miami, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. We threw the Atlanta Falcons in there because obviously the dirty South. But I think having these Florida teams, I could be misreading the situation a little wrong, but I feel like most of the Florida teams, they just don't care that each other exists. You never hear about the Bucs fans hating the Dolphins fans. You never hear about Dolphins fans hating Jaguar fans. It's almost like those fan bases don't even acknowledge one another. And I think much like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, like, if you throw those teams and areas into like a college discussion, people of different colleges in these same areas despise one another. Not much changes in the AFCs. We just get rid of the weirdly Miami Dolphins being there. We have the Bills, Jets, Patriots, and Giants, and having 3 New York teams. That'd be pretty cool. For this mod, don't literally we couldn't change the name, like AFC West. Clearly, this is not a West. Just focus more so on the grouping of the divisions. We now have Division 4, just to make it make more sense. The Baltimore Ravens, Washington Commanders, Carolina Panthers, and the Cincinnati Bengals. So Carolina's kind of the outlier here just a little bit, but even then, it's not as egregious as having the freaking Dolphins in the AFC East. The New North has the Indianapolis Colts, Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears, and Minnesota Vikings, so not a huge change there. Our NFC South Reimagined has the Dallas Cowboys, Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints, and Tennessee Titans. Much like the Eagles and Steelers, not really having a rivalry. Kind of weird, too, that the Dallas Cowboys and Houston Texans don't even really acknowledge that one another exists for the most part. Kansas City's kind of in that weird purgatory zone that you have to, gotta kind of put them somewhere. So they're kind of penciled in with some West teams in the Arizona Cardinals, Denver Broncos, and Vegas Raiders. We finish with the new NFC West with the 49ers, Chargers, Rams, and Seattle Seahawks. We already know the Rams and Niners have a bitter rivalry, but why not throw another LA team into the mix with the Chargers? We're just going to sim through this season. We're going to see how everything kind of breaks down. There's going to be new teams emerging. Is there going to be kind of the same teams that are good with the current divisions are still going to end up just still being the same teams? I would think, looking at the conferences, I think the AFC North in particular, between Philly, Pittsburgh, and Detroit, all three of those teams generally sim pretty strongly in Madden. Will be interesting to see who could come on top of that bloodbath. Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and it's the perfect time to get on the action with my partners at Draftkings Sportsbook. Right now, they're giving all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. This is your shot to make every last play a moment to be remembered. Stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Combine multiple bets from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet on live, in-progress games right as they happen. Make watching the game that much more exciting. DraftKings Sportsbook is an official partner of the NFL. New customers can bet just $5 on anything and receive $200 in bonus bets instantly. If sports betting is not yet available in your state or province, don't worry. DraftKings is the one-stop shop for all things daily fantasy, where you can join in on all the fun and have a shot to win cash prizes. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code C4. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code C4 only at DraftKings Sportsbook. At the mid-season marker, we have the Detroit Lions. They love it. They love the new AFC North. They're 6-0 undefeated. Philly 4-3. Not feeling it as much. Steelers are competitive. Browns are the Browns, doing Brown-like things. In the new South, the Jags and the Bucks, the Florida teams are rising. Except the Dolphins, who can't put it all together. They're pretty pissed off that they don't get to play and beat up on the Jets and Patriots no more. Looking at the AFC East, you have the Bills at 5-2. But, I mean, in comparison to the Giants, Patriots, and Jets, makes a whole lot of sense, as the Bills are easily the most playoff-ready team in that new division. In the West, you have the Ravens at 4-3, Panthers at 4-3, Commanders at 3-4. Very, very close. Bengals severely underperforming, maybe more so than any other team in the NFL. They have, I guess, been affected massively by, morale hits of having to now play the Commanders and Panthers twice a season, more than any other franchise in this realignment. In the new North, the Packers, Colts, Vikings, and Bears, all fairly similar. Only one win separates last to first. In the new South, the Texans and Cowboys kind of running away with it, but it makes sense. The rosters are significantly better than the Titans and Saints. The Kansas City Chiefs still doing Chief-like things, whereas you see the newcomer in the Arizona Cardinals struggling. They're not vibing with that. And then in the new West, the California teams plus Seattle, everyone is, that's a lot of empty stadiums in the Rams and Chargers. But, again, it's kind of the same as the Jets and Giants. Logistically, might have some struggles every now and again once a season. But, and that, you know what, that could also be sick to imagine. It'd be like a college football game where you have to almost split the fans down the middle. You have half tickets to Charger fans, half the tickets to the Rams fans, et cetera, et cetera. I think that'd be cool scenes, cool scenario, as long as there wasn't a lot of crazy fights going on. But luckily, those only happen at Eagles games, apparently. So at the end of the season, the playoffs are here. We have the Kansas City Chiefs finish as the 1 seed, 13-4. The Denver Broncos squeak into the playoffs. The Green Bay Packers win the New North. The Dallas Cowboys in Houston, Texas in the South. And we have two California teams in the Chargers and the Niners getting in out of the new NFC West. In the new AFC, we have the Buffalo Bills running away with the East, which was almost always a foregone conclusion. You have the Baltimore Ravens winning that weird West division, which also makes sense. They have the best roster. There may be a lot of biased Commander fans would think they'd be a little more competitive. In the new South, we have two Florida teams making it out with Jacksonville and Tampa Bay. Miami at the bottom. Not sure I would have expected that. Honestly, I would have predicted maybe flipping the Jags and Dolphins record. And maybe not surprisingly, the 3 very good teams in the North make the playoffs. The Detroit Lions 11-6, Steelers 11-6, and Eagles at 10-7 squeak into the playoffs. For the first round, we have the Detroit Lions defeating the Bucks 38-18. The Baltimore Ravens defeating the Philadelphia Eagles 34-28. That'd be another awesome game to run that one back. The Bills defeating the Steelers 27-10 to move on to give us the Jags and Bills in the divisional round, as well as the Lions and Baltimore Ravens. On the other side, the Dallas Cowboys shut out the Denver Broncos. The Texans, in a little bit of a shootout, defeat the Chargers. You know, that game was played at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. And then you had the Green Bay Packers knocking off the San Francisco 49ers, setting up a divisional round of the Chiefs and Texans and Cowboys and Packers. Couple awesome matchups in the divisional round is the Jags and Bills. A lot of points there. Buffalo edges them out. The Detroit Lions and Baltimore Ravens have a big-time game with the Lions, putting up 41 points on a pretty good and reliable Ravens defense to move to the AFC Championship. In the NFC side, of course, Chiefs doing Kansas City Chiefs things. No matter where you put them, no matter where you realign them, they are still the final boss, the cheat code in Madden, making another championship game. And you have the Green Bay Packers defeating the Dallas Cowboys 35-21. Thank God I did not get a Chiefs-Cowboys championship game. The Super Bowl has been set as the Buffalo Bills in a tightly contested matchup inch past the Detroit Lions 17-14 to make the first ever new aligned Super Bowl. And we have on the other side, at least it wasn't the Kansas City Chiefs, as the Green Bay Packers win 34-14, giving us a Packers-Bills Super Bowl. So still technically lines up with a scenario that could happen in real life. Let's see who wins in this scenario right now in a live simulation. So here we go. We get Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Jaden Reed against Josh Allen, James Cook. I think that's Keod Coleman, but there we go. We get the MVP. We're not going to open up that discussion if Josh Allen got a sympathy MVP or not over Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley. Let him enjoy it. Josh Allen had a hell of a year, and let him finally win something. And maybe he'll be able to win a Super Bowl in this completely fictitious situation, because it feels like, for whatever reason, the Buffalo Bills just can never get over that hump in real life. It will be a very low-scoring defensive battle in the first round. First half, we get the Green Bay Packers scoring a touchdown and go into the second half with a lead. 2 straight scores. Buffalo scores going into the fourth to give them a chance. But I feel like the Bills defense just cannot get enough stops for this game to be close. But Buffalo marching down the field, gets a touchdown, 2-point conversion, but they need their defense to get a 3-0. They still have 3 timeouts remaining to get the ball back from the Green Bay Packers. But the Packers do exactly what they need to do, feeding Josh Jacobs, killing the clock off, and in the NFL Divisions Reimagined simulation, the Green Bay Packers are Super Bowl champions, and Josh Allen still cannot win anything, which sucks. And I don't say this as a Josh Allen hater. I have Twitter receipts saying, card-carrying member of the Josh Allen fan club since he came out of Wyoming. Now, did I come to that conclusion because I was when Carson Wentz was good and Josh Allen reminded me of really good Carson Wentz? That is not the point. I am a fan of Josh Allen, even though I don't think he should have won the MVP. It's a sympathy MVP. Enjoy it. Enjoy, Packers fans, if you're watching this. In this reimagined situation, you're still great. You're still on top. Jordan Love gets the Super Bowl. There you go, fellas. That is the NFL Reimagined. If you want to get your hands on this division realignment tool, click the link in the video description below. Go tell them that C4 sent you and go bug them on how to install the stuff. Because I don't know. They have to explain it to me very slowly for me to apply and utilize these things. But once they get working, it is a very fun way to enjoy and modify and enhance your Madden 25 PC franchise mode experience. Unfortunately, this mod and mods like this are just impossible to come to the console world. They'll never exist. So if you are interested in some of these mods that I showcase and I have showcased before, definitely go check out Madden on PC. I think there's a very valid argument to be made that it's probably the best way to enjoy franchise mode in Madden because of everything that it unlocks and all the different tools and all the different modifications that you could just have these amazing creators implement so that the community can utilize them in their franchise modes. And every time something cool drops, I will make sure to let you guys know and keep you guys informed. So to stay on top of that, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section below what you think about these divisions. Are you cool with this mod? You want to go check it out? What teams maybe you would have switched up? and put in different alignments, let me know. If there's any other mods, if you literally have this sick, crazy idea of an Unreal mod that would be awesome to see in franchise mode that doesn't exist, maybe let me know, and I can, hey, shoot it up the ladder to the powers that be, and maybe something cool can be created. But ultimately, that will do for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, it's your boy C4. Say peace out, love ya. Have a good one. Browns rebuild tomorrow. Stay tuned for it. It's a banger.